Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window on this Groundhog Day 2023. Yeah, the groundhog saw a shadow, so that means 6 more weeks of winter. And what a coincidence. That's what we have left in winter. It felt like it out there today. Temperatures are slowly warming up as we promised, but look at that beautiful shot looking down at the valley from our cross camera up on Wenatchee Heights. And we do have a bit of a storm system moving in. It will be late on Friday afternoon into Friday night. It really won't affect so much all of us in lower elevations, but you could see some winter driving conditions over Stevens and maybe even Snoqualmie Pass, where we could see 3 to 6 inches of snow if you're making that way Friday night into Saturday. And we'll have more weather for you coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. Police continue to gather evidence in the murder of Alyssa Longwell, the Kennewick woman shot to death on Badger Mountain Road near Waterville last month. A Wenatchee man has pleaded guilty to his part in a drug distribution ring that brought thousands of fentanyl pills into the valley. And State Senator Brad Hawkins has a bill in the legislature that could ease construction of a new regional aquatic center. But first, our top story tonight, the man accused of killing an 18-year-old Waterville woman more than 2 years ago has pleaded guilty to manslaughter in her death. 22-year-old Julius James Ceballos entered a plea Wednesday in Chelan County Court to charges of second-degree manslaughter and second-degree assault. His victim was Paulina Mosqueda Rodriguez, who disappeared in October of 2019. Her body was found in March of 2020 in the Sage Hills area off Horse Lake Road outside Wenatchee. She'd been stabbed and shot to death. Sheriff's deputies arrested Ceballos after a 14-month investigation, and he was initially charged with first-degree murder. However, prosecutors said unreliable witnesses and a lack of forensic evidence meant they couldn't prove that charge. Ceballos pleaded guilty to the lesser charges under an agreement with prosecutors in which he'll likely face 100 months in prison or just over 8 years. He's due to be sentenced on February 13th. Well, police continue to gather evidence in the murder of Alyssa Longwell, the Kennewick woman shot to death on Badger Mountain Road near Waterville last month. Longwell's former boyfriend, 27-year-old Dalton Scott Potter, is charged with her killing, as well as a dozen related felonies. Court records show that Douglas County Sheriff's deputies sampled Potter's DNA on January 25th while he awaits trial in the Chelan County Jail. Potter has denied all charges and otherwise refused to answer questions during court appearances. Authorities say Potter shot the 37-year-old Longwell to death as she lay by the roadside on January 21st and then opened fire on a truck occupied by 2 witnesses. He was arrested shortly afterward. He's scheduled to be arraigned on all counts, including first-degree murder, 1 week from today. In other news, a Wenatchee man has pleaded guilty to his part in a drug distribution ring that brought thousands of fentanyl pills into the valley. 27-year-old Tyson J. Horner pleaded guilty in Spokane Federal Court on Wednesday to possessing 400 grams of fentanyl with intent to distribute. The Columbia River Drug Task Force arrested Horner last March after a vehicle chase and found about 5,000 fentanyl tablets in his home. They later arrested 2 other men, Nabiel David Akhdari and Brandon Lux, who were allegedly part of the distribution scheme. Lux is awaiting trial, but Akhdari pleaded guilty and was sentenced last month to more than 7 years in federal prison. Prosecutors expect to ask for at least 8 years when Horner is sentenced, coming up on May 3rd. Well, State Senator Brad Hawkins has a bill in the legislature that could ease construction of a new regional aquatic center. Hawkins' Senate Bill 5001 would allow easier creation of a public facilities district to fund and operate such a major project. On Monday, the bill got a second hearing in the Senate Transportation Committee in Olympia. Hawkins and other leaders from around the Wenatchee Valley lined up to testify in the bill's favor.
the city of Wenatchee's pool, which is an outdoor 50-meter pool built in 1965, is sort of approaching the end of its useful life. And since that time that the city pool was built in Wenatchee, the whole region has really grown, especially the different city across the river of East Wenatchee and into Douglas County. We looked at a lot of the different statutes that would allow some revenue sources, and the short of it is the best one that we think is the Public Facilities District Statute, which allows local governments to partner together to construct public facilities for public benefit.
I'm actually heading a steering committee that is working on a feasibility study and what are our needs for our community as far as sports facilities as well as aquatic centers. And we know that at the end of this study, if our community says, yes, we need something, whether it be more soccer fields or baseball fields or aquatic facilities, we need a tool to deliver that. It's really hard to ask those questions of our constituents of what do you want, and then they tell us what we want, and then we have no mechanism to deliver that.
When we come back, all positions on the Wenatchee School Board will go up for election this November after the board moved to a districted election process last year. 13th District lawmakers are holding a virtual town hall next Wednesday, February 8th. And Representative Dan Newhouse and House Veterans Affairs Committee Chairman Mike Bost have introduced legislation to improve the VA electronic health record system. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
I chose a career at Confluence South because I wanted to help people, and I knew there would be opportunities for growth. I started as a medical assistant, but quickly advanced in my career. I received 5 promotions in only 7 years, 3 of those in management roles. Most organizations don't offer that type of growth. Now, as a career pathway coordinator, I let everyone know. Come join Confluence South. Come grow with us.
Welcome back. In another news, all positions on the Wenatchee School Board will go up for election this November. That's after the board moved to a districted election process last year. 4 board members will now be elected to represent geographic areas within the district, while the 5th position will be elected at large. After that, the elections must be staggered every 2 years. So on Tuesday, the school board voted to set 4-year terms for 3 of the 5 seats elected this year, serving until 2027. The remaining 2 seats would have 2-year terms going up for election again in 2025. Chelan County Auditor Skip Moore, who oversees the county's elections, now must randomly select which seats the new rules apply to. Candidates must file for office starting in mid-May. 13th District lawmakers are holding a virtual town hall next Wednesday, February 8th. Senator Judy Warnick and Representatives Tom Dent and Alex Ybarra will discuss issues related to the 2023 legislative session. The virtual town hall will be held via Zoom, and participants could submit questions in advance. If you're interested in joining, you must pre-register and register early, as the conference can hold only the first 500 attendees. You can find the link to register on each lawmaker's website. The meeting will begin at 6 p.m. Well, Representative Dan Newhouse and House Veterans Committee Chairman Mike Bost have introduced legislation to improve the VA electronic health record system. The VA Electronic Health Record Modernization Improvement Act would fix VA's handling of the Oracle Cerner electronic health system, the rollout of which Newhouse called disastrous and botched. Last March, a computer disruption at the Mann Grandstaff VA Medical Center in Spokane caused the record system to become unusable at outpatient clinics in Wenatchee after the system was taken offline. At the time, the Mann Grandstaff Network, which is the hub for VA services in the Inland Northwest, was the only segment of VA healthcare to adopt the Cerner data management system. The proposed legislation would ensure that VA medical centers are equipped to implement and use the new system without affecting operations of VA providers. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up. Time warranty.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight we meet a dog named Levi.
Hello, I'm Jenny, and I'm the Animal Behavior Coordinator here at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Today I have with me this very, very sweet 5-year-old shepherd named Levi. As a shepherd lover myself, Levi is absolutely dreamy. He is such a great dog. He is pretty mellow and easy to walk on leash. He's mature, so he has some good manners. He loves his people like most shepherds do, preferring them and being with them as much as possible. Sit down, buddy. He does go to playgroup and he plays with some polite dogs. He plays with both male and females, but it seems like he prefers polite dogs to the more rough and rowdy. He obviously likes some treats. He's affectionate like shepherds are. Overall, I feel like Levi is just a totally dreamy companion. He's going to be somebody's best friend. He's got that loyal personality where you are going to be the center of his world, right, Levi? You are welcome to come down and meet Levi. We are open 6 days a week, Thursday through Tuesday from 11 to 6 and closed for quiet hour from 1:30 to 2:30. And if Levi's not the one, we have quite a few others here.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at what we can expect in our north central Washington weather forecast. But before we do that, let's take a beautiful look up at Lake Wenatchee from our Sky-Fi tower camera. And you can see still some snow-covered peaks up that way and some clouds today. I want to get right here, Kaler Glen Golf Course. I know we're a ways away from that. Still fairly cold, but we do have a warm-up on the way. We'll talk about that in a second. We finally made 30 degrees. I'll tell you, our weather this week has been chilly, so we finally got to 30. The bad news is that's still 7 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. Record high set in 2005, 52 degrees. This morning we were at 19. 26 is our normal low temperature, and our record cold, -7, and that was in 1996. Sunrise this morning, 7:25, and the sun set at 5:04. Let's take a look at what we can expect as we get you into our finally Friday, and temperatures will finally begin to really warm up tomorrow. We'll see 38 in Moses Lake, 37 for Ephrata, 36 for the high in Quincy, and then a little bit cooler from Wenatchee up into Chelan, also Omak, all of us at 34 degrees. Leavenworth 33, Lake Wenatchee tomorrow at a beautiful 29 degrees, and that is an improvement from the past 3 days. Tonight we will see mostly cloudy skies. Here's our current weather maker, not doing all that much right now, just bringing us some cloudiness, but this storm will kind of wobble around the Pacific over the next couple of days. Tomorrow it still will be there, mostly cloudy skies. We'll call it a fair day tomorrow. There will be some snow showers in the Cascades, as we mentioned. 3 to 6 inches possible around Stevens Pass. High temperatures for Friday, right around those mid-30s. For Saturday, that system moves to the north and intensifies. We will see a better chance for shower activity here. About a 40% chance of the wet stuff. I think it'll be a rain-snow mix, maybe a little patchy fog mixed in, mid-30s for highs. And then Sunday, probably our messiest day. We'll see cloudy skies, about a 40% chance for a rain-snow mix. It will be warmer though, with high temperatures near that 40-degree mark, so that will be very nice to end the weekend. Kicking off our next work week, kind of a break between systems day. We'll see mostly cloudy skies, a very strong westerly flow, and here's a little trough of low pressure, so we could see a chance for a sprinkle or two. Highs in the low 40s. For Tuesday, just scattered showers in our forecast, cloudy skies. Most of the activity once again will stay in western Washington. High temperatures on Tuesday, nice into the low 40s. For Wednesday then, another storm system gets set to move in, and boy, it is aimed right at north central Washington, and we will see a wet day on Wednesday. Rain is likely. The good news out of this, we will stay mild with high temperatures Wednesday near 40 degrees. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast, and it's brought to you by Apple Valley Honda. Tonight we'll drop down to 23 degrees, so finally we will be getting out of the teens for overnight lows. 34 and mostly cloudy tomorrow. And then for Saturday and Sunday, about a 40% chance for showers each day. 36 the high Saturday, 40 your high on Sunday. And then things warm up. We'll see 42 on Monday, scattered showers for Tuesday, and 42 degrees. And by the end of our forecast Wednesday, cloudy skies. Rain is likely with a high temperature of 40 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Spring is more than just a time to clean. It's your time to renew, recharge, and spend time with the people you love. At Merry Maids, our cleaning services go beyond the basic services and provide you with a comprehensive clean that will re-energize your home and enhance your life. From everyday routine cleaning or deep cleanings, Merry Maids professional team members can provide you with an unrivaled experience. Call Merry Maids to schedule your cleaning today.
Working with August Edge Real Estate, both sellers and buyers feel confident knowing they are in the hands of award-winning professionals. August Edge offers a 2% listing commission, which includes above-standard service and technology.
We offer high-tech 3D imagery, drone photos, local North Central Washington TV ads, and impressive smart flyer installed at your listing. The August Edge website also hosts your home with an interactive featured listing page.
August Edge is professional, personable, and preferable.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. The Mariners unofficially kicked off spring training yesterday with a media day at T-Mobile Park. We're just a few weeks away from baseball in Peoria with a busy schedule ahead for a team that made the playoffs for the first time in over 20 years last year. Manager Scott Servais, while celebrating the achievements of a year ago, says it's time to get to work.
Just want to say a few things on behalf of the team. This has been some kind of season. It has been a long time. Thank you to everybody that is here tonight and every Mariners fan in the Pacific Northwest. You brought the electricity tonight to this building, and it was unbelievable. You have made a difference with this team, and I thank you. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Holy cow. Thanks, Tim.
We're always thinking of you. You're 365.
No doubt. But I was just going to make a comment. Big Dumper's in the house with a nice sports jacket on and everything. So step up. It's all good. But 2023, it's on. Let's go. Questions. What do we got? Statements? No opening statement. We haven't played a game. We haven't done anything. Last year was awesome, and we look forward to getting better. Doesn't matter, get better, right?
Seattle won a playoff series against Toronto to advance to face the eventual World Series champion Houston Astros. Servais says they hope to be better this year offensively than a season ago.
Well, the key to our season last year, I said all along, was our starting pitching. I thought really carried us all year, and then when the addition of Luis Castillo, we just took it to another level. So you're hoping those guys can stay healthy, really key. But it was a struggle for us offensively last year, certainly early in the season, getting consistent offense up and down the lineup. So with more experience, guys going through things late in the season, in the playoffs, hopefully will really help us getting off to a little bit better start. And we've added some pieces. Excited about the additions we have with Teoscar Hernandez, Colton Wong, AJ Pollock, Tommy Listella's on board. Tom Murphy coming back and keeping him healthy. So, consistent offense is really what excites me most about our club.
Pitchers and catchers are set for their first workouts February 16th. The first full squad workout is on the 21st. Seattle's first Cactus League game, February 24th against San Diego. Well, men's college basketball on tap for tonight. Washington's on the road at number 9 UCLA at 6 on FS1. Eastern Washington visits Sacramento State at 7. That's on ESPN+. Cougars also in Southern Cal to face USC. That's at 8 o'clock on FS1. 12th ranked Gonzaga home tonight against Santa Clara. That's at 8 o'clock. You can see that game on the CBS Sports Network. On the women's schedule tonight, Eastern Washington hosts Sacramento State at 6 on ESPN+. The 17th ranked Gonzaga women on the road at Santa Clara at 6. Coming up tomorrow, Washington State hosts number 2 Stanford at 7, while the Huskies play host to California. Wenatchee and Eastmont girls bowling teams will be leaving today for Tukwila for the state tournament. Action gets underway at Bolero tomorrow morning at 9:15 with the first regular games. Best of luck to Wenatchee bowlers Romilly Hirsch, Charlene Campbell, Ava Porter, Sophia Johnson, Elena Aguayo, Hope Stringham, and Rain Smith. Representing Eastmont, Devone Servine, Grace Hensley, Sophie Weller, Jillian Castle, Reese Kautzman, Savannah Nuxel, and Claire Collins. Best of luck over in Tukwila. Godzilla once, 8 Tukwila. Well, the prep wrestling season reaches the district tournament coming up this Saturday. The CWAC district tournament will be in Ellensburg. That gets underway Saturday morning at 9. Rest of the tournament start at 10 with the Caribou Trail League wrestlers in Omak, Central Washington 1B and 2B grapplers at Lake Roosevelt. Big 9 will be down at Davis High School in Yakima. Here's what's on tap for high school basketball around the region tonight. First in girls play, Oroville Liberty Bell facing off for a play-in game. That's happening at Brewster. 2 8-minute halves to determine the final playoff spot in the district tournament. Cashmere hosts Chelan tonight, while Cascade visits Quincy. Cascade Christian is hosting Wilson Creek, also coming up at 6 o'clock. On the boys' schedule tonight, it's Oroville at Liberty Bell at 6:30. Cascade visits Quincy at 7:15, while Cashmere hosts Chelan. Wilson Creek boys play at Cascade Christian tonight at 7:30. We will be at Eastmont High School Saturday for the Wildcats and Eisenhower Cadets in Big 9 basketball. The girls play first at 4:45. Boys will follow at 6:30. Grant and I will be courtside with your play-by-play live on television and streaming on our Facebook page and our website at NCWLIFE.com. Now, just another programming note. A week from this Saturday, we can't do basketball because we're doing pageant stuff. It's the Apple Blossom Festival's royalty selection pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank. We're going to have that with our pregame, so to speak. Countdown to coronation at 6. The pageant will start at 7 o'clock from the PAC. We'll be there live for that. Join me and Julie Agins-Kuntz for live coverage. And then after that, we're back to basketball. It looks like Eastmont boys, maybe even the girls, will host a play-in game for the district tournament. That would be on Tuesday, the 14th, Valentine's Day, and we would have that here on the NCW Life Channel. Just a little sneak peek of what may come down the pike ahead. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And before we let you go, let's take one last look at your weather forecast as we head through the rest of our week and into the upcoming weekend. Tomorrow, not bad, slightly warmer, mostly cloudy and 34 degrees. And then our weather turns kind of wet, but will also warm up. 36 for Saturday, 40% chance of rain and snow. I think a better chance on Sunday. We'll see cloudy skies, 40 degrees for our high, bit of a break Monday. Mostly cloudy and 42 degrees. And then by Tuesday and Wednesday, just scattered showers Tuesday. Boy, it looks like a lot of rain coming our way on Wednesday. Cloudy skies, 42 Tuesday and 40 your afternoon high on Wednesday. Now let's check back in with Eric Grandstrom for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Eric?
On a Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, we introduced you to the whole Phil thing, the Punxsutawney Phil yesterday. On Friday, we're going to introduce you to a ferret named Fred. No, not really. We are going to have Dan sitting down with Dr. Kim Skelding. She's a cardiologist with Confluence Health. Friday is Wear Red Day, and we'll find out why for Heart Health Month. That's all coming up on a Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Hope you join us tomorrow. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. Looking forward to it. And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.